It's 1988 and the first session of the 100th Congress. The president is Ronald Reagan, the Senate Majority Leader is Democrat Robert Byrd, and the House Majority Leader is Democrat Tom Foley. Oh hey, who's that over there?
I'm just a bill, yes I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, it's been a long, long fight to have clean air in our cities. It's a long, long wait while there's gridlock in committee, but I know I'll be a law. Oh, I hope, I pray that I will. But today I am still just a bill.
Gee, Bill, you certainly have a lot of patience and courage.
My original clean air funding expired way back in 1982, but gridlock between Congressman and President Reagan's opposition to me has prevented me from being reauthorized. Environment protection has been funded year to year through appropriations. If Congress doesn't act soon, the Environmental Protections Agency will. I was first introduced into the Senate Environment Committee in 1987 during the first session of the 100th Congress. But because of disputes over regulations, I never made it to the Senate floor. My sponsor, Senator Mitchell of Maine, fought hard but could never quite get me there. Senate Majority Leader Senator Byrd didn't really like me because he thought my acid rain proposals would hurt his coal miners. Next, I was introduced into the House Energy Committee, and this is where the big disagreements began. Chairman Dingell wanted to make my regulations less strict because he was from Michigan, where the auto industry was very important. Health and Environment Subcommittee Chairman Waxman wanted my regulations to be more strict because he and his California constituents were proponents of environment protection. The debates continued until the end of the year, and I never made it out of subcommittee. I'm just a bill, yes I'm only a bill, and I got as far as Capitol Hill. Well, now I'm stuck in the Energy Committee, and I'll sit here and wait while Congressman Dingell and Waxman debate whether they should let me be a law. Oh, I hope, I pray that they will, but today I am still just a bill.
Wow, the committee is taking a long time.
In the second session of the 100th Congress, in 1988, the Senate continued to block me. Key players were Majority Leader Byrd, who wanted to protect his state's coal mining jobs, Chairman Dingell, who wanted to protect his state's auto industry, and Chairman Waxman, who wanted stricter regulations. A group of 9 moderate Democratic representatives in the House Energy Committee tried to create a compromise so that I could pass, but Dingell continued to disagree over the legislative language. I died at the end of the session after opposition from the Western senators and threats of a filibuster.
Oh no, you died?
I'm just a bill, yes I'm only a bill, and I died here on Capitol Hill. Well, the 100th Congress is over now. I won't be a law, no way, no how. The committee couldn't compromise how I hope and pray that they will. But today I am still just a bill.
I'm back at the Capitol, and it's the first session of the 101st Congress in 1989. We have a new president, George H.W. Bush, as well as a new Democratic Senate Majority Leader, George Mitchell. Both support the bill's passage, especially after the new reports on global warming and the discovery of a hole in the ozone layer. It's you again!
Yep, I'm back. Debate and gridlock between Dingell and Waxman over my regulations continued for months in the House Health and Environment Subcommittee. The turning point occurred when Dingell and Waxman had a rare face-to-face meeting and came up with a compromise on motor vehicle emissions. But the year ended with more stalling in the Energy Subcommittee. In contrast, I flew through the Senate Environment and Public Works Committee in a single day. Majority Leader Mitchell committed to bringing me to the floor the next session. It's now 1990, and I'm in the second session of the 101st Congress. The Senate committee reported me as Senate Bill 1630 to the floor, where I spent months going through debates and negotiations between both senators and White House correspondents. Meanwhile, in the House, I was passed on the floor as House Bill 3030 in only 2 days of debate. Conference committee resolved the differences by October, and I passed through both chambers again. I was signed by President Bush on November 15th. I became official. I'm just a bill, yes I'm only a bill. After 4 years I left Capitol Hill. Well, then I went to the White House and was signed by Bush. All Congress needed was a little push, then I was signed and became a law. After 2 Congresses on the Hill, I can say I'm no longer a bill.
You're actually just amendments.